Just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Sesh. We're doing a weekly Teacap today. We are covering Bryce Hall and Austin McBroom meeting face to face for the first time before their fight, James Charles and Morphe's collab being discounted and it confusing a lot of people, and the fact that Tana Mongeau is really upset, and the fact that she's getting called out for scamming her fans again. Let's talk about this Bryce Hall and Austin McBroom situation. Honestly, you guys, this whole thing is so cringe. I can't believe they're actually going to be fighting each other in this YouTubers versus TikTokers fight. Apparently, from what we know, Bryce Hall is literally being paid $5 million just to participate in this, which is insane, you guys. I can't believe this is even going on. But yes, on June 12th, they are going to be fighting each other, and they met for the first time this past week, and it definitely was a show. Honestly, I can't even tell if they're being fake about this whole thing or what, but the whole thing is cringe. Whether they're acting or whether they're being serious, both of it is so cringe. Bryce posted a video on his channel titled "We Finally Met," and in this, it's him. He's about to meet Austin. They're about to walk into the stadium and look at each other and basically talk at each other and make each other upset so that the fight is super hype. But in the video, they're walking up to each other, which I don't know why, but it just is so awkward watching them walk towards each other. Something about it is just so funny to me. And then it cuts, it literally cuts right as they get close to each other's face. And Bryce claims that Austin did not make eye contact with him in any way, and even tweeted out, "I just saw Austin and Mack in person. He couldn't even look me in the eyes. I already won." Even though in the thumbnail, they're definitely looking at each other, it's a weird situation. And they also, in the video, included the fact that later on during the day, Bryce and Austin were both on boats in the middle of Miami. They were just with their friends on separate boats, and Bryce somehow spots Austin, oh, what a coincidence. He spots Austin and they start to taunt each other. And then Austin apparently throws a water bottle at Bryce after Bryce says, "I'll knock you out now and in the ring" on June 12th. And then Bryce brings the kids into it, which this is so uncomfortable to me because Austin is a family channel and he puts his kids online and he's getting into situations like this, and Bryce is bringing the kids into it by saying something along the lines of what he tweeted out later, saying, "Future apologies to your kids having to grow up watching their dad get dropped for the rest of their life." The whole thing is just so uncomfortable. I don't like any bit about this.
Look at Austin McBroom and Catherine.
Yeah.
It's you get married for the content. You have kids for the content. Now you're using your kids for money.
You don't think that
they're not going to see.
You don't think that's a real relationship?
I'm not going to speak on that. But
there's been a lot of rumors.
They're seeing the news. Everyone's seen the news.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously there's something funky going on. You know?
And I don't even know who I think is going to win, first of all, because I know Austin has really been training. He's seemingly made fighting his new aesthetic. It's all he talks about. It's all he's, posting in the vlogs. Even the intro, like I said in a couple of videos ago, the intro for the Ace Family vlog is literally him with gloves on. He is all about this. And I feel like I never really see Bryce practicing for this. So who really knows what's going on? I think people don't like either one of them equally enough to not care who wins or loses. But let me know what you guys think about this and who you guys think is going to win. And my gosh. But let's get into this entire James Charles x Morphe situation. As you guys know, James Charles is in deep water. He is in big trouble. And because of that, Morphe has dropped him, apparently. They claim that they weren't working together, they were ending their business relationship, but then they use the words winding down the sale of the Morphe x James Charles palette, which to me didn't sound like they were actually going to stop working with him entirely. It just sounded like, oh, we're going to just wind it down a little bit. Maybe we're not going to promote it as much, but we're still going to be selling that because James Charles is our massive creator that's still working with us after we dropped Jeffree Star. So this whole thing is a mess and people are very confused because Morphe ended up discounting the James Charles eyeshadow palettes and all the other James Charles products by like $2. This is ridiculous because when they dropped Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, that stuff was discounted very quickly compared to the James Charles situation. It was discounted. People were finding it in TJ Maxx. People were finding it at Marshall's. Any discount store, the freaking Jeffree Star stuff was at it. The Shane Dawson stuff was at the store. But in terms of James Charles, it seems like they've been taking their sweet time, leaving it up on the shelf for people to still buy, and discounting it for $2. People are definitely not going to be like, oh yeah, let me just, grab it off the shelf. Like, that's such a great deal. People are not interested in the $2 sale price, and it is ridiculous. People have so much to say about it because it is just so ridiculous compared to the Jeffree Star situation. And this definitely doesn't help Morphe at all. People are just like, this is not enough. You guys are still trying to make money off James Charles. People were already mad at Morphe for just deactivating the promo code because at first all they did was remove the James Charles promo code. They didn't even say anything about any of the stuff that's going on. But obviously over some time, they did have to come out with a statement as well as James to announce that they're aware of everything that's going on. But clearly they don't seem to care that much because they're not like, hey, we're dropping him 100%. Everything is 50% off. They're just like, yeah, we're winding it down a bit. $2 off, discounted. Like, sounds about right. It sounds great. So that is that situation. I definitely want to know what you guys think about that because there's a lot of people online that have a lot of different opinions and think that Morphe is really making a big mistake when it comes to not taking the situation as seriously as they took some other situations with other creators and other people that they've collabed with and worked with. But let us get into this Tana Mongeau situation and why she is so upset. Tana Mongeau actually found out that Michael Weiss, the guy that puts together TanaCon for her, actually has a new business venture now. And a lot of people have concerns about this because, well, Tana was very young when TanaCon occurred, and although she had a big hand in that, it is her responsibility for what went down. There was also someone that was working alongside her to put this event together, which in the Shane Dawson documentary, they basically shifted all the blame on him. Even though Tana does hold a lot of responsibility for that event, this guy does as well. And he has a new business venture. He tweeted out saying, proud to introduce my newest venture, Juice Crate Media Group LLC, the first record label and media group by creators for creators putting music first. As a member of the Recording Academy, music has always been at the core. Excited to share this with the world. And later announced that he was working with Daniel Kahn and said, working in silence, let them wonder. So excited to be working with you on this project, Daniel Kahn 555. Can't wait for everyone to see. So proud of you, Queen. Once this news came out, everybody knows that Daniel Kahn is very young and people were not happy to see him working with someone that was so young. People thought that this was definitely not a good idea, and Tana definitely didn't agree with the situation at all and tweeted out, so sad to see one of many money-hungry, devilish men I've met in this industry continue to take advantage of children. And that's what she had to say about him working with Daniel Kahn, obviously because of what happened with TanaCon and her working with him. It's definitely really crazy to see Tana come out and speak out about this stuff. She has been a lot more vocal in the recent times about people that she's worked with and her experience in the industry. But I will say there's also some other Tana drama that's going on, and that is that somebody called her out for scamming her fans again. This had to do with her 420 merch that she put out, and people were not happy with the product that they received. This one girl posted a TikTok explaining pretty much everything that went down, and it did not go very well.
Guys, I'm so mad right now. So on 420, Tana Mongeau had like a merch sale, and I bought one of her phone cases, right? Because they're super cute, whatever. I know she's problematic anyways. But it said for the 420 special, there was a shirt that you would get for $4.20, like extra, like a merch shirt. I assumed from her, since this is her merch line. So I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Honestly, like a $4 shirt, when does that ever happen? I love wearing like comfortable t-shirts to sleep and stuff or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. Tell me why I just opened my package, and the phone case is super cute, okay? I'm happy with the phone case. The merch is David Dobrik merch. Like, it literally says David's Vlogs.
I definitely think it's so weird that the merch ended up being David Dobrik's merch, especially since the timing of everything. I wonder if Tana had some deal with Fanjoy and was like, yo, we got to get rid of this stuff because David is in hot water. And she was like, all right, bet. Like, I'm just going to pawn it off to my fans. I just, like, you think, like, if you were getting a Tana Mongeau, like, special merchandise, it was going to be Tana's merch, not just, like, a regular old hoodie from David Dobrik. Especially in this climate, you can't be wearing that stuff. I can't say that I'm surprised that this happened, because it seems like every time Tana has some sort of product or anything like that she's selling, it just doesn't go very well. So hopefully people learn their lesson about buying things from Tana and maybe expect a little lower in the quality when they get it. But I definitely want to know what you guys think about everything that we talked about today. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.